And we're live here on the North Star Network on YouTube. I'm Joey Cox, your play-by-play commentator for tonight's semifinal matchup. Girls varsity lacrosse of the North Stars taking on the Baldwinsville Bees. North Stars sit at the number 1 seed, going 15-1 this season. Baldwinsville at the number 4 seed. I'm joined here by Jack Mannion, who will be my color commentator and our camera operator for today. A little short-staffed tonight, Jack, but nonetheless, we are here and we are ready to go.
It's a beautiful sunny day here at Michael J. Bragman Stadium, Joey.
Exactly, Jack. And I mean, when we did the Special Olympics just a few hours ago, it was misty. It was the clouds were muting out the sun, but the sun has decided to come out here for a great matchup here tonight, Jack.
It sure has, Joey. Right on Route 31. We've had rain for the last couple weeks, but
right.
Excited to be at it again.
Right on time, as this could also very well be our last broadcast of the season on the North Star Network due to broadcasting rights for final games. So even if the girls do make it to the final round, which based on, that's a perfect transition here, Jack. The North Star girls, they have played, this is their third game in a row playing Beeville. They played their last 2 games of the season were versus the Baldwinsville Bees. One away, one at home, both taking home the win. That one at home was that rain delay game, so that's why there happened to be those 2 back-to-back games. Otherwise, it wouldn't have happened. But, yeah, Jack, so these North Star girls, they're no stranger to Beeville, having played them twice already in the past few weeks. And here they come for a 3rd time in a row, looking to take home a double-digit victory like they did their last 2 times. So yeah, this could very well be our last broadcast, unfortunately, on the North Star Network. If the girls do make it and you're not able to make it, you can catch the action on NFHS. Now, I do not know that for certain, but I'm 99% sure that we won't be able to broadcast it. But obviously, just follow our social medias, and if we are able to broadcast it, you will know. So here comes our national anthem. We'll be back in just a few moments. Welcome you back here on the North Star Network after that national anthem sang by our CNS High School Vocal Jazz. We're getting our starters for the Baldwinsville Bees. We'll give you the starters here on the North Star Network. We have number 1, Anina Truesdale. We have number 7, Jaya Madigan. I was right the first time. Jaya Madigan. Number 8, Isabella Brewster. Number 9, Addison Garcia. Number 11, Reagan Ratliff. Number 12, Leah Otts. Number 13, Peyton Dial. Number 14, Lane Macknick. Number 20, Jeannie Neville. Number 21, Gisella Truesdale. Number 23, Beverly Marinelli. And in goal for the Baldwinsville Bees is number 98, McKenna Polkey. The Baldwinsville Bees are led by head coach Megan Tabor, and assisted. I had a little frog in my throat there, Jack.
Yeah, it's been a long day, Joey.
It has. I need a little drink of water. I'll get that in just a few moments. But they are assisted by Coach Lauren Hopsicker. And then, of course, for the North Stars, you got Sophia Neshi, number 2. Number 4, Mia Bella Gates, who, by the way, Jack, we have just gotten some nationwide rankings. She's number 8 in the nation for girls lacrosse.
Watch out.
Watch out for Mia Bella Gates. Number 5, Maya Patty there on defense. Number 12, Ashlyn Baker. Number 14, Liz Smith. Number 24, Katie Harbold. Number 22, Ella Grotto. Number 25, Marissa Wessels. Number 27, Gabby Putman. Number 28, Viv Beardsley. And finally, number 19, Sophia Graham. And, of course, in goal for the North Stars, number 1, Jilly Howell. North Stars, of course, led by Coach Stephanie Prentice. So, Jack, I'm pumped up for this game. This one's been in the making. Again, like I said, those 2 back-to-back games for the North Stars against Beeville to end that season, and playing a third here today. So I need a drink of water as I'm starting to dry up in my throat. We'll be back when this game gets underway in just a few moments on the North Star Network on YouTube. Welcome you back here on the North Star Network on YouTube. Our semifinal matchup just about to get underway as the North Stars look to head to the final championship round here for their second year in a row. I should have checked, Jack, to see if they made it before then, but from my recent memory, Jack, being here on the North Star Network, obviously they made it last year. Impressive season last year, and this season pretty much a repeat of last year. They got the same momentum, same gumption, same I just said momentum. Same motivation, Jack.
Yes.
And that's to get to the same spot they were last year. What a move inside.
Oh, good cut.
Oh, that one, just an awkward bounce shot as Liz Smith looked to get the North Stars on the board in the first 30 seconds.
Let's play some ball here, Joey.
Right. Sophia Graham now at the 20. Gets it inside for Natalie Wilson, who it looks like that was a late change to the roster. Although I do got to say I did check with Darryl White before, and he said this has not been confirmed. I probably should have reconfirmed with him before the game started, but he said they have never changed their starting lineup at all this season, Jack. So
CNS or B?
CNS.
Oh, wow.
So actually there is a change. Natalie Wilson in there. Unless there was an early substitution I missed, Natalie Wilson part of the starting lineup here in this semifinal matchup. So this is going to be not an 8-meter for the North Stars, but the way they lined up, it looked like an 8-meter from the left side, but not from the right, as there's a whistle blown. That's going to be an 8-meter.
That's going to be an 8-meter.
That's going to be an 8-meter as our refs for today. Denise Becker, Joelle DeSilli. Oh, I can't speak today. And Tom Owens.
DeSillis,
thank you. I don't know why I tried to say East at the end. DeSillis, thank you so much, Jack.
I've got your back, Joey.
So Joelle DeSillis, Denise Baker, and Tom Owens are refs for today's game, making that call to give the North Stars the 8-meter and the score. As that's Gabby Putman, I believe. We'll get confirmation in just a few moments. Oh, Natalie Wilson. Unassisted, Natalie Wilson. Again, as Darryl White said, the starting lineup that he gave me has not changed at all this season. So that would mean that's Natalie Wilson's first goal as a starter for the North Stars.
Wow.
Or at least this season anyways. So Natalie Wilson tacks one on for the North Stars, and they score within the first 2 minutes.
Putman will win this one.
Oh, yeah. She's almost automatic at the draw for the North Stars.
It's like a cheat code. It's like the tush
right?
push.
As great help from the outside. Sophia Graham. We talked about it all season, Jack. She's just been excellent on the ground ball. She leads her team in ground balls, as a matter of fact, and she's just been so excellent outside the circle off the draws. I mean, you see it right there. Gabby Putman, I mean, sometimes Gabby wins it right off the bat. Sometimes, oh, man, I thought that one was going to sneak in, but it went to the stick of I got to tell you, Jack, it's always a struggle when those players out there that, when I shouldn't say the players themselves, when the teams choose small font and colors that blend in with the jerseys, Jack. So that's the struggle we're finding today. North Stars have a nice contrast between the white and the blue. That black and the red kind of melds together. So Beeville on their way to try to respond to the North Stars' quick and early goal. As that one, excellent save by Jilly Howell.
Peanut butter and Jilly.
Peanut butter and Jilly. Although Truesdale there to track it down. Is it headed out of bounds on that shot? She had an opportunity there, but it was an odd angle from the right. As Johnny Leese would always say, and we say it a lot on the North Star Network, lacrosse is all about angles, Jack.
Yeah.
Getting the right angle and taking advantage of that angle, Jack.
He did mention that a couple of times last night.
Yep. Making some moves. Good defense by the North Stars. Looks like Marissa Wessels on that box out there. This has been a long possession here for Beeville. They've only taken one shot so far. And that one deflected and saved by Jilly Howell. So they're looking to respond to the North Stars. Opening goal. Great defense by the North Stars, but that's going to be an 8-meter for Beeville.
Do they score here, Joey?
I don't know. Depends. Are you as automatic on the 8-meter as the North Stars are?
I think Jilly's going to save it.
You heard it here from my color commentator and prediction analyst. There you go.
Told you.
If you missed last night's game, Jack was our camera operator. We decided to have a last-minute addition, and we named him as our prediction analyst. And he's our color commentator for today, but he'll always be the prediction analyst no matter what role he's playing in a game. As he's known for some pretty good predictions. Last night he predicted that West Genesee would come away with the win. He predicted that West Genesee was going to score 18 goals. He also predicted the final score of the boys baseball game the other day, even down to how the final innings were going to go out, how the North Stars were going to hold on in the end. So Jack Mannion, he's no stranger to some predictions here. As yesterday we were joking, we were talking about some far in the future predictions, Jack, and you said, oh, my crystal ball's cloudy. Oh, that one does sneak in.
Tie game.
As we're all knotted up at 1. 6:34 left to go. That's first 6 minutes went by fast, Jack.
It sure did. There were no penalties, and You know, that was a long possession there for Beeville, but it paid off for them in the end. 1-1.
That was almost a full 5-minute possession there as the North Stars scored with about 10-10 left to go. So we're all tied up here as the North Stars look to take the lead with a response. Gabby Putman for the draw.
Speaking of predictions, I think CNS will come out on top 18-8.
All right, we're writing that down right now. 18-8. So we had a little shot clock confusion there.
Thanks, Daryl.
Thank you, Daryl White, our PA announcer for tonight's game. We also have Chris Pilata, our scoreboard operator over there. And, of course, our officials, as I already mentioned, Denise Becker, Joelle. You say it, Jack.
Becker, DeSillis?
DeSillis, thank you. I don't know what's up with me, and I guess my phonetic pronunciation that I wrote down actually didn't help me. Ooh, wow. That one deflected. Good recovery by Mia Bella Gates, number 8 in the country for girls lacrosse players.
Neshi will score here.
You heard it here first, folks. Place your bets. But yeah.
King's loading.
There's Gabby Putman. She makes some moves. She's going to find her way on the inside. Sophia Neshi, she had the shot. She could have taken it. Neshi on the left side there. See if Jack's prediction holds to be true. Putman, she gets it across for Gates. Putman does recover it, though, as that pass was broken up. Liz Smith here at the top of the circle. She gets it over to Neshi, who's going to have an 8-meter.
Oh, wow.
So if Neshi, she's going to be taking the 8-meter. If she decides not to pass it off and she scores, Jack's prediction will be correct. It's a little bit of an awkward angle here, but we'll see if she decides to take the shot. She might pass it in the middle to Liz Smith, but we'll see.
Neshi does like to distribute the wealth.
She does. She decides to keep it herself. She does pass it in for Mia Bella Gates. That one doesn't make its way through. So Jack's prediction does still have time to hold up.
Yeah. Next goal.
Next goal. So Beeville with their first possession in just about 2 minutes here. Not wasting any time as they get this one back into the end zone for Leah Otts. Slowing things down. Truesdale. 2 Truesdales on this team, as a matter of fact, both starters. Nina Truesdale, that one was Gisela Truesdale. Good moves. So they're just taking their time. This thing is all tied up here.
Are they twins or no?
Let's see here. Are they in the same grade? They're not in the same grade, so they're not twins.
The eternal.
Again, cross all about angles, and Beeville trying to find the right one. Good defense by the North Stars. Double teamed by Marissa Wessels and Katie Harbold. Slowing things down once again. Just they're trying to find pass inside. You know, they're feeling things out, Jack. Feeling things out around the outside. Hopefully somebody will get open on the inside. As the North Stars, they're sniffing that out. Oh, that one sneaks through.
Talk about angles, Joey.
That one was an awkward angle, Jack.
Yeah.
Wow.
Beeville knocking on the door. 2-1.
Gisela Truesdale. Just a sophomore as she scores with 3:33 left to go and gives Beeville their first lead of the game.
Putman's going to win it here. She's got to.
Draws really change the momentum of a game, Jack. Draws and face-offs are really crucial in both boys and girls lacrosse. So I mean, still early on here, and the North Stars only trail by 1, and they're a very explosive team, Jack. So they're known for, you look down for 2 seconds, Jack, and the North Stars are up by 10 when they were just up by 5. So North Stars are known for fast pace, quick scoring, and they're no stranger to that. So it's very possible that we could see that here as Liz Smith zips that one to the back of the net. That an assist by Sophia Nesci. So Nesci with the assist. Smith with the score.
Just like that, Joey. Just like that.
Just like that, the North Stars have tied it up at 2. So Sophia Nesci did get a point on that play, Jack. So
take that.
Take that.
Take anything we can get.
Thank you again so much for joining us here on the North Star Network on YouTube for what could very well be our last game here on the network for the season. Don't get worried. We'll be back in fall for football, basketball. Well, that's more winter, but
football's the fall.
Well, no, basketball is more winter.
Yeah.
End of fall, early winter there. Well, it's January, so yeah, that's winter, but we'll be back for all of it here on the North Star Network. Streaming live on YouTube, of course. Putman moving with speed off of the draw win. Almost said face off.
Cheat code.
Right. When you have Putman out there for the draw, I mean, Vanderbilt is she's going to make a big impact at Vanderbilt.
Yeah.
A lot of these players are going to make big impacts. Jilly Howell committed to Marquette. Oh, man. That one just barely sneaks past the left post there, but yeah, Jilly Howell, she's committed to Marquette. Well, that one, great break up by the Bees, but Liz Smith there to track it down. Speaking of Liz Smith, she's committed to UNC for lacrosse as well. So, Oh!
How about that?
How about them apples? As Sophia Nesci, she's got 2 points. An assist just a few moments ago. And she gives the North Stars a 3-2 lead with 2:17 left to go.
I predict she'll get a hat trick.
All right. I feel like that prediction is very plausible.
Better than next goal or whatever the score.
Yeah, I think that's kind of, Jack, when you get a little specific, that's where it tends to be tough. But when you get the broader, like, score and final winner, that's where Jack shines.
The $5 bets, Joey.
Right, exactly. Automatic, Jack.
ATM.
So 2-0 run here for the North Stars now after Beeville went on a 2-0 run. So quite a response by the North Stars as the pendulum has started to shift in their direction. Gabby Putman here for the draw. Automatic. Right there, Jack. And again, the fun thing is, even if she doesn't win the draw, she knows how to, well, she's not only got great teammates on the outside to help her, such as Sophia Graham, but she also knows how to at least get it in the right direction, where her teammates are there who can fight for it, recover it, and give the North Stars their possession off the draw. So North Stars feeling things out here in the end zone. They move this one out. Gabby Putman here. She's making some moves. Spins across. What a save by McKenna Polke. She's just a sophomore as well, Jack, so they're going to have her for quite a few years. Just developing.
Do the hokey pokey and turn yourself around.
Right.
Who's she fooling here?
All right, taking her time.
She might as well just launch it down the field. Defense. Defense.
Defense. And defense comes in clutch. Mia Bella Gates.
God. What
she
are you
comes
doing?
Up with the steal. Viv Beardsley turns it over with 1 minute left to go. Me and Jack over here. Defense. Actually working this time. Look at that. So Marissa Wessels out here on top of Leah Otts, who gets this back in the end zone.
Holky Polky with her first turnover of the night.
That one broken up by the North Star, Sophia Graham, as Jilly Howell going to hold this one out for a moment. 25 seconds left before the end of the first quarter, as the North Stars have a narrow 3-2 lead. Moving down with speed. That looks like it's Natalie Wilson. Nope, not Natalie Wilson, but that one just bounced in front of the net, took an awkward bounce. That's Katie Harbold, I apologize, who took it practically down the entire field, Jack.
Now she's going to find oh, man.
Now she's going to find Gates with just seconds remaining. Clock expires as the North Stars retain their 3-2 lead going into the second quarter. We'll be back on the North Star Network on YouTube in just a few moments. We welcome you back here on the North Star Network on YouTube, as our second quarter is just about to get underway. North Stars lead at 3-2 here in this Section 3 Class A semifinal matchup. North Stars are going to potentially advance for the second year in a row to the final round, where they took the commanding victory last year to get the title of Section 3 champions. So looking to do the same here, as here comes Gabby Putman for the draw. She's going to win it right off the bat. Automatic is Gabby Putman as she gets that over to Neshi, who's already got 2 points on the game. Assists and a goal. Slowing things down are the North Stars with a 1-goal lead. Like we talked about, Jack, in a blink of an eye, this North Star squad can get away from you, as it could here. Mia Bella Gates, number 8 in the country.
Not that time.
They're not able to get away from that time, although Mia Bella Gates staying with it.
It was good hustle there by Mia Bella Gates, I will say.
Shows why she's number 8 in the country, Jack.
That's right. A for effort.
I mean, you look at Mia Bell Gates not saying. I mean, she goes to showcases a lot to showcase her talent, and that's really how she's gotten that nationwide ranking. You got to think, Jack, if all these girls went to the nationwide ranking, I mean, they'd be top 1 through 8.
All world.
Right?
Yes.
So she's really the only one who is nationwide ranking. She's nationally ranked. That's the word I'm looking for, because of those showcases. But that has really nothing to do with not saying that she's not staining on her talent, Jack. You know what I mean? Just because the other girls have not been to those showcases doesn't mean anything for her talent. Just want to clarify that I'm not. I'm just saying that if all these other girls went, they'd be taking over the top 10.
What about the North Star Nation showcase?
Right. The top 10 of the North Star showcase?
Yeah, the NFC and the AFC All-Star game between girls lacrosse.
I got what you're saying. Oh, that one. Shot left with the goalpost by Isabella Seabass.
Turnover.
As that's going to be a possession clock violation for the Baldwinsville Bees as Katie Harbold taking this down the sideline. 9:31 left to go before half, and the North Stars still holding on to this 1-goal lead. Katie Harbold's going to slow things down at the 25 as she's going to head back towards midfield, switching in there with Kaylin Reed. Substitution so far by the North Stars. So we do have Sophia Neshi moving with speed. She looks, that bounce shot just nearly makes it in.
Good hustle there by Gates again.
Yeah. But Neshi, what a shot. Just a skosh left. Gates. Great shot. Just a tough angle there. Great recovery, though, by Liz Smith as Gabby Putman resets the North Stars offense. Gates, she's forced back into the end zone, gets it to Neshi. Neshi tries to find Sophia Graham in front of the net. Unsuccessful, though. Great hustle by the North Stars to keep this play alive. Oh, man. Oh, that one trickles in.
Oh, wow.
I don't know who they're going to give that goal to. Perhaps Putman. But I don't even know if she touched it on that. Just nobody knew where the ball was, or at least the goalie didn't. They're giving it to Gabby Putman, unassisted. So Gabby Putman was the last to touch that. It looked like it was knocked out of her stick, and then it just rolled in.
Very nice.
And McKenna Polke, she just had to turn around.
Yeah, she didn't turn around long enough.
She did not. She didn't. Just need to turn a little left there in order to see the goal. But I got to tell you, Jack, I feel like if they put a camera in the goalie's mask, you would definitely see that their view is definitely obstructed, Jack. I've worn both ice hockey and I've worn men's lacrosse helmet, but I mean they're very similar. But you have your view is very obstructed, Jack. So you got to be vigilant. And that time, unfortunately, it just kind of was out of her view. Otherwise, that probably would have been an easy save for McKenna Polke.
That's what it's all about.
That's what it's all about. Here comes Sophia Graham. Liz Smith makes some moves. She's going to get it off to Neshi, who decides to backtrack. Reset for the North Stars as they're making a couple rotations here. Good moves by...
What a pass.
Oh, wow. Double team. Zella Grotto.
Kick it out. There you go.
Great job by Grotto to relieve some of the pressure on her. Get that off to Liz Smith, allow the North Stars to reset once again. But great find by Gabby Putman for Sophia Neshi just a few moments ago. She just had an awkward angle. She was a little knotted up with a Bees defender. Made that made that shot tough. So Sophia Graham now moves outside the circle. She gets it over to Gates. Gates rolls right. She gets it back in the end zone for Putman, who tries to get her shot off, but she decides to head back into the end zone for Gates. Gates wanted to take the shot. That one saved by Polke.
Polke. And another bad pass.
Yeah, and that's going to be back in the North Stars' direction.
And turn yourself around.
Turn that possession right around, Jack.
That's right.
As Beeville had some hopes of touching their ball for the first time in quite a few minutes here, Jack. But just bad pass by Polke, as the North Stars are going to stick with it on offense.
Well, that's unfortunate.
Bees only trail by 2 here, and they still got 6 minutes left in the second quarter and 2 full quarters left to play. So anything can change here, Jack. But again, like we said, the North Stars can get away from you quickly, as they can score very quickly. So here comes an 8-meter for the North Stars. Opportunities that they rarely miss, Jack.
Yeah.
See if they can capitalize on this one. Unsuccessful on their first 8-meter attempt. Just their second, as Gabby Putman's tripped up. She's forced behind the net. She gets it over to Liz Smith. Smith to Graham. Graham tries to make some moves, but she's double-teamed. She gets that over to Gates. Gates finds Putman inside, but that one, great defense by the Bees as they force a turnover from Gabby Putman to give them another crack at it on offense.
Give it to Polke.
Right? 5:10 left to go. 4-2 your score. North Stars lead it just before half here. As Bees looking to make this a 1-score game. They slow down back in the end zone. Trying to work their way around, feel it out. Try to fight their way in. Great double team by the North Stars, but that's going to be an 8-meter. Oh, no. Looked like the ref signaled for an 8-meter. That's the tough thing, Jack. There's 2 different signals in girls lacrosse. There's the pad on the head, and then there's the swipe on the head. They mean 2 different things. 8-meter and the other, I forgot what the other symbol means, but I think it's just a change in possession. I think it's actually like a check to the head, perhaps, but although a check to the head would be a penalty. I don't know what I'm saying here, Jack. But no, it's a whole other thing. And sometimes from this distance, Jack, you look at it and you see one thing, but it's actually the other. So not an 8-meter there for the Bees.
Why can't they just do head, shoulders, knees, and toes? Knees and toes.
Right. Eyes and ears, mouth and nose.
Head, shoulders, knees, and toes, knees
right.
and toes.
As Sophia Neshi. She's going to use her knees and her toes to catwalk her way in as she's trying to find a good tie in there, Jack.
Yeah, it was a good train of thought.
It was until it stopped, because I couldn't think of a way to say she walked her way in. But, yeah. Now North Stars have a 3-goal lead. 5-2 your score with 3:49 left to go. But I tried, Jack. That's all that matters.
And I'm going to predict that she'll get a hat trick by the end of the first half.
Neshi?
Yes. Sophia Neshi.
Well, she's already 2 goals on her way there.
Yeah.
1 more, and that'll do it. As Jonathan Brewster from Arsenic and Old Lace would say, Brewster. If anybody out there went to see Arsenic and Old Lace produced right here at CNS High School, then you know what I'm talking about.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Don't. Great play. I actually played Teddy Brewster in that one. But Joe Cal, who's actually right now, he's a freshman at Lemoyne. So he's going there for musical theater. But he played Jonathan Brewster, and he was like oh, wow. That one, I think that was Gabby Putman. I looked away for a second. The window frame obstructed my view of who scored it. Oh, Natalie Wilson, she's got 2.
Their second.
So now she's got 4 points here, Jack. You're close.
Assist machine, Joey.
Assist machine. 2 assists, 2 goals for Neshi so far in just the first half. She leads the team with both goals and assists, so, makes sense, Jack.
Yeah. It does.
It does.
I feel, we're broadcasting a high school game, but my references tonight, I feel like I'm a preschool teacher. At like Bear Road or something.
Well, I think the pokey got you thinking, Jack.
Yeah. Too many ideas.
Oh, what a push by Gabby Putman.
Is that a Derrick Henry stiff arm?
Right. Liz Smith. Daniela Wilson, younger sister of Natalie Wilson. Making some moves. That's Neshi getting it behind the net for Viv Beardsley. 3 minutes left to go. 6-2 your score. Like I said, Jack, it can quickly get away from you if you're the other team. Sophia Graham. She fights the defense, gets past, and she gets the North Stars a score, gets them up by 5, 7-2. Your score.
It's starting to look that way, Joey.
It is. What felt like a game that might come down to a photo finish, Jack. I mean, the way it started off, it was slow. North Stars were still, feeling things out. They were, both teams were struggling, and the score was close. So it felt like it was gonna come down to the last quarter, but North Stars making it seem like that's not going to be the case. So 2:48 left to go. 7-2 your score. Bees take a timeout. We'll be back in just a few moments. Welcome me back here on the North Star Network on YouTube. 2:48 left to go before halftime. 7-2 your score after Bees and coach Megan Tabor take a timeout, try to regroup as they're down by 5. Like me and Jack were talking about, this game seemed close. It seemed like it was going to be a nail-biter in the end, but the North Stars have just proved why it could very well not be that case as they score. I think their North Stars are actually on a 6-0 run. Bees have yet to score since I think like the 9 or 10 minute mark So it's been a bit, Jack, since we've seen the Bees put one in the back of the net. Been a bit since we've seen it on the left side of the field, Jack.
Yeah. North Star 6-0 run.
Really showing why they're the defending state champs. Why it seems like they're gonna go back again. Oh, just an unfortunate deflection there off of Gabby Putman's stick, but that doesn't matter because an infraction there by the Bees gives the North Stars possession with 2:30 left to go.
Do they do running clock if it's a 10-goal lead, or is that just regular season?
I'm gonna guess they'll probably stick to that. As Neshi gets that behind for Viv Beardsley. Neshi gets it in the back of the net, and she's got a hat trick.
Wow. 2:09 left.
And the North Stars are on a 7-0 run now. 8-2 your score, 2:09 left to go before half. And Jack's prediction comes to fruition.
That's right.
As Sophia Neshi gets a hat trick before halftime.
Sweet.
Sweet indeed.
Did I win? What do I win?
You win a tortilla chip from Moe's.
Oh, wow.
Some North Star Network ASMR on here. I'll mute Jack for a second while he chews. You think I was going to pull out a key out of the bag? You win a free car.
No, I thought it was going to be a shoe box with a turtle in it or something.
All right. Guess I got to step up my game next time. Bring a shoebox with a turtle in it. I'll actually order that on DoorDash right now. Have them deliver it here to the booth so we can give that to you if your 18-8 score holds.
Roast beef on a hard roll.
Katie Harbold moves to about the 25. She slows down. North Stars moving it around the left side. They slow it down, give it to Viv Beardsley. North Stars have a solid lead here. You know, Jack, they don't have quite that premium plan of Allstate Insurance, but they're in pretty good hands.
They sure are.
They got like that second tier, that silver, but they've yet to reach gold or platinum status here.
Polky's got mayhem.
Neshi makes a move. That one tries to stick it to the back of the net. As it looked like, I don't know what happened. It looked like it hit off a Polky's stick on the right side there. Right side of the goal. As here comes Natalie Wilson. Good moves by the North Stars, but an excellent save by McKenna Polky.
Just don't turn the ball over.
Polky looking to not turn the ball over.
Oh, good job.
Yep. Bees get across midfield for the first time in over 10 minutes here, Jack.
Seems like it.
That's at least what it feels like as we're less than a minute left to go here before halftime. Ball movement by the Bees as they look to tack on at least one before half. Try to swing the momentum back in their direction. Good defense by the North Stars. Katie Harbold in front of the net there to get a stick in there. Oh, that one, I almost said it could be dangerous, and it indeed has. So Bees end the 7-0 run by the North Stars as they cut the deficit to 5.
All good things must come to an end.
Indeed, Jack. Indeed, indeed. So, with 13.9 seconds left, the Baldwinsville Bees score as they're trying to swing the momentum back in their direction before half.
They're still up 8-3.
Yep.
So there's got to be some positive in the good things coming to an end.
Right. So Putman for the draw. Either team, whoever snags this one out of the air, Jack, most likely hold on to it. Let the clock expire to head into halftime.
Don't need to take any
Unnecessary
potential
risks. Yeah. Harbold and Graham outside of the circles. That one's going to be won by Putman. Looks like she wants to take a shot or give somebody an opportunity to take a shot as Neshi's got it. She tries to move, double teamed.
Hey.
As with 0.5 seconds left, we're going to get an 8-meter for the North Stars.
I smell number 4.
She's going to have to get the shot off quick. I mean lightning quick. She needs NASCAR-like reaction times here. F1 reaction times.
Lightning McQueen.
I am speed. As Neshi is speed! She gets it in the back of the net. And lightning strikes twice as Neshi has got 4 goals on the game, and she scores one with 0.5 seconds left before half. North Stars have regained their 6-goal lead as they take this lead, as they maintain their lead, 9-3. We'll see you in about 5 to 10 minutes here. The clock says 7. I don't think it's usually an odd number like that. But we'll see you in a few minutes here on the North Star Network for this second half of action. We welcome you back here to the North Star Network on YouTube. North Stars lead it here with 2 quarters left to play. 9-3 your score. As we looked at the replay during halftime and we looked at the clock as she released the shot. Sophia Nesci, 0.1 seconds left on the shot, on the clock, not shot clock, on the clock itself before halftime as she released the ball. So she got it off in time, and obviously she gave the North Stars a 6-goal lead. So here comes our opening second half draw for Gabby Putman and the North Stars. Right now the North Stars are on pace to score 18, so Jack's prediction holding out. Thanks to Mr. Bednarski for bringing us some brownies here in the booth.
There's no weed in them.
They're not Snoop Dogg brownies.
Better not be.
Oh, man. Shouldn't be saying that on the broadcast. I apologize. Anyways.
I apologize.
No, you're good. So 63 seconds here left on this possession clock for the North Stars. As excellent ball movement by the North Stars and Sophia Nesci. She's going to make some moves. She gets that at top.
Make that 5.
Make that 5. She gets that over the shoulders of McKenna Polke. Top shelfer there for Sophia Nesci, as she's got 5 goals, 2 assists on the game. Wow. So a 7-point game for Nesci. Wow.
Yeah.
I got no words.
I do. She's been playing phenomenal.
So apparently Jack does have words, so.
Sometimes I don't, sometimes I do. Oh.
So another quick score for the North Stars. This one's starting to get out of hand for the Bees. Can they buzz their way back to victory, Jack? Or are they going to be squashed out by the North Stars? They're going to fly into the sun, fly into the stars.
Yeah, they're going to fly into the stars. I don't see them coming back. I stand by my prediction.
So the North Stars, as a reminder, will go on to play the winner of tonight's game at Fayetteville Mannion. That's going to be at 7 o'clock. So as long as there's a Huddle Cam stream up, we will keep you updated on that score as this game progresses. Although we won't obviously be able to fully keep you updated on that, as you know, this game will most likely end probably before halftime of that game. But they will go on to play either the number 3 seeded West Genesee Wildcats or the number 2 seeded Fayetteville Mannion Hornets. Great ball movement by the North Stars and Gabby Putman. Great find by Putman for Mia Bella Gates, but Gates shot just a little high. That one's going to be given over to Ella Grotto. She's going to lose that one. She tries to track it down along the sideline.
Good hustle.
Good hustle by both teams. Well, that's touched by the Bees as it falls out of bounds. North Stars are sticking with it. Oh, but the other ref is disagreeing, I think. Looked like she pointed in Beeville's direction. Looked like the other ref pointed. Maybe they were pointing at the bench, or maybe there was a disagreement in the clock or something they were trying to communicate. Either way, it's sticking with the North Stars here. Here comes Ella Grotto from the sideline. Gotta thank you to our refs for today's game. Dennis Becker. I got it this time, Jack, don't worry. Okay. Joe DeSillis and Tom Owens.
DeSillis.
His name's going to haunt me. We're not quite sure what's happening here. We're still stopped. Right. And here comes our final answer.
Into the chorus.
Jack with $35,000. What's your answer?
Three.
That is correct. How much did you wager?
$9.
$9. So Jack finishes the game with $35,009. And
what a pass.
with that, the North Stars
Beautiful.
are up 11-3 as Gabby Putman scores. That's her second goal of the game. And Neshi has got 3 assists and 5 goals. I can't speak. I don't know what I'm saying over here, Jack. So 8 points for Neshi.
I'm not going to give you a hard time tonight, Joey, because you did the Special Olympics earlier today, so
A little tired.
We'll take it from here.
You're acting like you always give me a hard time or something.
I just didn't want to give you a hard time in the moment, you know.
All right.
All the time.
Nonetheless, North Stars lead this one. Excuse me. 11-3. Jack, you're going to have to take over him.
As Wilson passes it off to Neshi, Neshi will kick it back to Gates. Gates back to Grotto, I believe. Back to Putman. Putman making a move. Putman passes it off to Wilson. Wilson. It's like Mitchell.
Bueller.
Down at the 25.
Bueller. Polky. Anyways, back to the game at hand.
No.
That's great turnover by the North Stars, but that's going to be something on the North Stars. Feel free to leave any questions, comments, or concerns in the chat. Thank you again so much for joining us here on the North Star Network as Beeville making some moves, getting their first time of the half in their offensive zone. Trying to make this deficit a little bit more manageable as that one's fired right. Luckily, Reagan Ratliff was there to track that one down for the Bees. It's that one a low pass to Lee Otts. So they're going to slow things down. Gisela Truesdell. Some good ball movement in here. They've been doing a lot of feeling out this game, Jack. Just really not been able to find any footing inside, Jack. I mean, the North Stars defense has just been covering the middle so well.
Yeah, just like that. Loose ball.
Loose ball. That one scooped up by Marissa Wessels. She almost lost that one. Great ground ball by her. As Katie Harbold, her father, Mr. Harbold, up here. Not in this current booth, but just one booth away. As the sun is shining, Jack. It's really getting bright. I'm gonna go blind.
And no sunshine when she's gone.
'Cause it sounds she ain't no home. Jack wanted. She goes away. As Mia Bella Gates puts that one away.
Yeah, that's right.
Into the back of the net. 12-3 your score.
Perfect timing.
Perfect timing. Anytime
she goes away.
You know, Johnny wanted me to sing on the broadcast yesterday. I'm not singing any rock songs here on the broadcast, but I'll sing some light stuff. As Mia Bella Gates fires that one away.
The North Stars are going to be firing this game away.
Right? I feel like some of these song choices are intentional by our PA announcer, Daryl White. Also, thank you to our shot clock and scoreboard, or our scoreboard operator, Chris Plata. And, of course, always a huge thank you to our whole staff here at CNS, Mr. Bednarski. I feel like I don't shout out our staff here enough. You know, Johnny always did it after every game last year, like at his close, and I always forget it.
Yeah.
So I might as well plug it right here. Always, of course, a huge thank you to Mr. Bednarski, of course, for facilitating all of our endeavors here at the North Star Network. Mr. Howell, of course. Joe Howell. Mr. Howell. Gotta love him because he's got the same name as me. That's where we got our commonality there. Joey. So, huge thank you to our facility manager, Joe Howell. Of course, as I said, Tim Bednarski, our athletic director. And, of course, our very helpful custodial staff here, especially Annette Pearson. I've never shouted her out in the broadcast, and I feel like she deserves a shout-out because she's always making sure this booth is open for us, not only on game day, but even when the whole building is closed, she makes sure that these doors are open when I need them so that we can grab the equipment for away games or travel games. So huge shout-out to the whole maintenance staff here at Michael J. Bragman Stadium, especially Annette Pearson, who's always making sure we're able to grab our equipment. So in the time it took me to shout out all that, possession has changed multiple times as Beeville. That could have been an excellent shot.
That was an excellent pass.
Yeah.
Not.
Okay, Jack. Jaya Madigan. She had a shot there in front of the net, Jack. She just decided not to take it.
Nope.
But the double team, Jack, was getting to her, and she was just kind of forced to throw that one away, make a bad pass.
Yeah.
Kind of no option there for Madigan.
Pause not.
So the North Stars with a dominating lead as this one has slipped from under the feet of Baldwinsville Bees. So the North Stars just keep adding on to their goal total. Looking to do it once more. Excellent save by Polke. Is that one almost a chance for the North Stars to scoop it up and potentially get an empty netter? But nobody there to scoop it up in time and get the ground ball.
I just think you and I are living in Polke's head rent-free, and she's not even knowing.
Bringing in the new slang terms, Jack. For those who are watching this broadcast that know me, I'm Gen Z, but Gen X at heart. So kind of music. What?
It hurt?
At heart.
Oh, at heart, yeah.
I'm Gen X at heart. But yeah, no, not up with the slang terms, the TikToks and the Facebooks and the.
I'm the same way, Joe.
The tickgram, as I like to call it.
Tickgram?
Yeah, like you know how like the older folks they like to mix up the two. You know what I mean?
Facegram.
Our producer's asking to shout out our TikTok. So go ahead and follow that if you don't already, I guess. If you have it, you can do that. Just don't download it for us, please. Instagram, though, if you got that, don't forget to follow us there as well. And, of course, don't forget to subscribe. We don't say that a lot. But this way, you know when we're always broadcasting, even if you don't catch our Instagram stories or you don't always catch other team stories or such as that promoting our broadcasts, hit that subscribe button so that you don't miss another live stream. I know I'm Jack getting into the YouTuber phase where they're always shouting out as here comes an 8-meter for the North Stars. Get back to the game at hand. See, I wish Killian was here. Killian is always keeping us on track. Well, it's nice to have light conversation, Jack. Keeps us human over here in the booth.
What's the weather like? I want him to give us a weather
update. Right. Killian, if you're watching this, I think you said you were watching. Yeah, Killian should be on the road to Rhode Island at this point. So if you're watching this, Killian, give us the weather. And Rhode Island, is that one Oh, man. Thought it was going to sneak through. As it trickled out to the left side. North Stars tried to track it down, but Beeville ultimately comes away with it. Got a second chance here on offense. 2-minute warning. No timeout, though, in the cross for 2 minutes. 2-minute warning, so 2 minutes left for Beeville to hopefully tack on a few more, because they're left with 1 quarter left to play after these last 2 minutes. And this game is getting further and further away from them and getting further and further out of hand. Good moves by Leah Otts, trying to find her way inside. North Stars defense has just been tight all night. Rhymed. Unintentional. Intentional rhyme. But the North Stars defense inside has been really tight all night. As there's a takeaway by the North Stars, as Sophia Graham moves with speed down midfield. She's going to slow things down once she gets to the 20. She's going to pass that off to Liz Smith. Smith's only got 1 tonight so far. And she looks to get a few more. Neshi, of course, 5 goals. 3 assists.
How about that?
As that one is going to find its way to the back of the net. That's Liz Smith with her 2nd of the day. See who gets that assist. I think it might have been Mia Bella Gates, but. Oh, no, it's going to be an assist from Viv Beardsley. So she's got her first points of the night. As Liz Smith and Gabby Putman both have 2 so far.
Yes.
You know, Jack, a lot of our games have been so late recently. I'm not used to seeing the sun.
That was like the clock expired and I didn't see it.
Oh, okay. So timeout taken here by the Bees with 1:47 left to go. Oh, the clock is still not stopped. That's what you're talking about, Jack. He's making motions over here. I'm like confused. Clock is still not stopped yet. As there's a timeout by the Bees, we'll take a break in just a few moments. Sorry, I forgot that was the end of the 3rd quarter. I saw the 1 timeout off of the Bees. Forgot they took a timeout earlier, Jack and I.
Oh,
and I forgot it was the end of the quarter. Oh, Jack accidentally tripped over the cables here. Some technical difficulties. It works, Jack. I mean,
yeah,
it's old anyways. So we'll be back in about a minute here on the North Star Network for the 4th quarter of action. Back here on the North Star Network on YouTube. 1 more quarter of action left to play. Each team needs to score 5 for Jack's prediction to hold up.
We'll see, Joey. We'll see.
But based on the flow of this game, Jack, your winner prediction is definitely going to hold to be true.
Yeah, we'll see.
If the North Stars can hold on. So I'm just looking at see if Team One Sports has the broadcast for FM. See if we can see that score, see potential matchup here for the finals. So here comes the opening face-off for the North Stars and Gabby Putman. So I do have the broadcast up. So with that, Beeville is going to win that. As they're down by 10 here. Got to move quick. Sorry for the moments of silence here. Just trying to see if we can get this score up for the. All right, so West Genesee leads the Hornets. The game has just started, so still early on, but Wildcats lead the Hornets 1-0. So still plenty of time left to play in that game. After this game, if you do want to check out which one of these teams will play, or which team one of these teams will play in the final championship game, you can head over to Huddle TV for Faye Volvanius's Huddle stream, where you can catch the action of that game. No commentary, unfortunately. We're pretty much the only high school team, really, Jack, within probably a 100-mile radius that does what we do here.
Yeah.
So it is quite special here, having the North Star Network. I mean, we're such a big school, so it makes sense. But thanks to our founders and my predecessor, of course, Johnny Lisi, as that one is going to find its way to the back of the net.
13-4.
Beeville decreases their deficit. No longer double-digit deficit. That's going to be Gisela Truesdale. She's got 2 goals on the game, making up half of the Bees' 4 goals. So here comes the face-off for Truesdale and Gabby Putman. 10 minutes and 28 seconds. The North Stars are away from heading to the Section 3 championship game. 10 minutes and 28 seconds. It's going to probably be the longest 10 minutes and 28 seconds for these girls, as they're just playing in anticipation of winning that title once more. As what a find inside. Oh, man.
8-meter.
That's going to be an 8-meter for Liz Smith, of all people. Not a bad way.
No.
Bad way for Beeville, unfortunately.
Yeah, no.
As Liz Smith, just as Gabby Putman's automatic from the draw, Liz Smith is almost automatic from the 8-meter. So she's going to be taking this one. She's taking it from the left side. Will be interesting to see what she does here. Will she take the shot, pass it inside? Find out in just a few seconds. 10:02 left to go. 8-meter here for the North Stars. They lead by 9. Smith. She finds her way inside.
Wow.
Automatic, as I said, and she's got a hat trick.
Hattie.
You know what, Jack? I'm going to get in that prediction game. I'm going to say Gabby Putman is going to get a hat trick as well.
Nice. Solid. It's pretty
All right.
fair prediction.
So some scoring updates here on the FM game. FM responds. There's 9:40 left to go in the first quarter for that game. So still very early on, but FM responds to West Jenny's early goal to tie that game up 1-1. Sounds a little familiar, Jack. North Star scored early. West Jenny scored early. Response by the insect teams, Jack.
Yeah.
The Hornets and the Bees.
There's a nice little ring to it.
Does. Although the Bees struggling to sting here tonight, Jack.
Sure are.
FM still in it, though. Although, as I say that, West Jenny just scored. Bees struggling to stay in it, but they have started to swing that pendulum, Jack, in their direction.
A little bit.
A little bit. It's kind of equalizing because, they score, North Stars respond. So, if their defense can step up, Jack, it can start to swing more in their direction.
Yes.
But pendulum's starting to equalize. As that one sneaks its way through.
They're not going away yet.
They're not going away. They still got some stings left in them.
Sure do.
So we'll get confirmation from our PA announcer, Daryl White, on who scored that one. I believe it's going to be number 17, Isabella Seabast. Nope. Okay. Not even close. Well, we'll start with a 1. 2 can look like a 7. Sure. All right, so that's Leah Otts, senior. She gets...
I think it was a false start or something.
Yeah, that looks like it's going to be a false start, so it's going to be Bees ball. But with that one from Leah Otts, she decreases the deficit to single digits once again. 9-goal lead for the North Stars. So that is going to be Bees ball. Starting at midfield here. It's Truesdale. She's triple team pretty much. Great job by Grotto and Beardsley getting in there on defense. It's a whistle blown. Asking for a reset of the shot clock. So restart here in just a few moments, but not before the shot clock is reset. So Bees with it in the end zone, passes it outside, trying to find their way in the middle. Good defense by the North Stars to keep him out. Great push by Liz Smith. That's going to be an 8-meter on the Bees, or for the Bees. I got to say, or that's a 9-meter actually. But Liz Smith, her shove was actually lighter than Gabby Putman's shove. Although now that I think about it, because she was within the 9-meter circle, it's going to be
that's
a
an 8-meter.
That's going to be an 8-meter for the Bees. But because she was within that, within the 8-meter circle there, or 9-meter circle, they're going to call that more than Gabby Putman's shove earlier, which, again, like I was saying, it was a little bit more rough than that one, but because that wasn't in the circle, they're not going to call it. So see if the Bees can capitalize. Smart placing a player out at the top of the 9-meter line, but a great save by Jilly Howell. That one does trickle into the stick of Daniela Wilson. As she moves with speed down the sideline, she's forced to reverse. Gets it to Sophia Graham. Graham down at midfield. She's double teamed. She's going to get it off to Liz Smith, who finds her way down past the 40. (3-2) now the score. West Jenny leads that game. Little scoring update for you. Again, whoever wins here, most likely the North Stars with 6:22 left and a 9-goal lead. They will play whoever wins that one. And as I talked about earlier in the game, 99% sure we will not be able to broadcast that one as an 8-meter comes up here for the North Stars. Liz Smith taking this one. Who else? And she's got a straight-on shot.
Straight on.
Straight on.
Straight
down the gullet.
Straight on, same result.
Straight on, same result. Any angle you give her. Left side, middle,
Doesn't
right.
matter.
Doesn't matter. She's going to find the back of the net one way or another.
Mm-hmm.
One way or another.
Gonna find you.
I'm gonna get you one way. We're going to get copyright now.
Yeah.
It's unfortunate we lose our viewers in Russia if we play copyrighted music. So losing like half our viewers, Jack.
Is Ivan Drago watching this from the movie Rocky IV?
All right. Here comes the face-off, the draw for Gabby Putman and Truesdell. 5:10 left to go. The North Stars now back to a double-digit lead. I said it earlier, Jack. North Stars had both games this season versus the Hornets, wrong insect, versus the Bees. They had a double-digit lead. It looks like we may get a repeat of that. Jack, getting closer to your prediction. 3 more for each team in 4 minutes.
Yeah.
It's possible. It's possible.
Anything's possible. Straight line drive.
What is possible is a score here for the North Stars. As Neshi. Oh, that's not Neshi. That's Natalie Wilson, I believe.
16-5. Wow.
Jeez. Yep, Natalie Wilson. She's got a hat trick. What a game for her. I told you, Jack. This game was so close, and it just got away from the Bees.
Yeah, it did.
But yeah, as I was saying, both games the North Stars played the Bees.
Crank this on.
It was a double-digit victory for both times for the North Stars. So they're looking to repeat that again. And we are on a running clock, as our producer Alex Schneible just pointed that out to me. So thank you for that. So we are on a running clock, Jack. So same as regular season, 10-goal lead. Running clock.
Speeds the game up.
It does. So 3:20 left to go. As it will be exactly 3 minutes and 20 seconds until we say so long here on the North Star Network. Ooh, I tripped over my cord, Jack. Not the only one, don't worry. Viv Beardsley zips it across. So North Star is going to let this clock chew as much as possible. Liz Smith tries to get a bounce shot in there for her 4th, but it just falls left. Liz Smith coming out of the end zone for the North Stars here. Neshi to Smith. Smith back to Neshi. Neshi mishandles it. Didn't look like she didn't even know where the ball was. She didn't even try to turn around, and
it's okay. It happens.
It happens. Yes, indeed. So just lost track of the ball there. So that's going to be turnover. Bees marching back in the other direction. 16-5. North Stars lead by 11. 2:10 left to go. Running clock.
They got a good marching band,
right? Oh yeah. No, we do it for. No, actually, we don't do. Well, for halftime shows, for football, we'll have the marching band. But it's funny, the CBA, I don't remember what game, it was so long ago, but one of the football games last year, the visiting team brought their own pep band, and they sat in the visitors section, and they played. They actually played. They were losing, and they played. I believe they played "Don't Stop Believin'."
Wow.
Something, and then they played like Sweet Caroline or something, it was like they're just trying to lighten the moods of the visitors.
Exactly.
But yeah, I feel like the North Stars should have their own pep band. It very well could possibly happen. The North Stars have obviously their own marching bands. So another update on the FM West Jenny game, 3-3, all tied up with 3:47 left to go in the first quarter. This one's not tied up, Jack. 16-5, 1 minute left to play, and an 8-meter coming up for the North Stars. Natalie Wilson, she's got 3. That's Gabby Putman.
Wow.
As she gets the bounce shot.
17-5.
17-5 as Gabby Putman gets a hat trick.
Wow.
My prediction holds up, Jack.
And you win a Rolls-Royce car.
We were talking to Jack at the break. We said, you should quit your job, become a professional sports bettor. But
no.
just Just all fun and games up here in the North Star Network booth, Jack.
Sure is. Nothing too serious.
23 seconds left, and Gabby Putman just taking her time to get out there. It seems like the clock's not going to expire before they take the draw, but that's going to do it. As update, FM just scored. 4-3 your score. This one is going to end 17-5 as the North Stars are going to head to the Section 3 championship for the second year in a row. The defending champs are going to either play the Fayetteville Manlius Hornets or the West Genesee Wildcats in the championship final round. The North Stars, just a dominating game, Jack. It was close in the beginning, but like we said, you look down for 2 seconds and the North Stars have a 10-goal lead.
Yeah, you called it, Joey. I mean, it was impressive, you know. A little bit of a slow start, but they picked it right back up. They really ran away with it in the second half. Really impressed.
North Stars, just a dominant team this year, ending the season, regular season, including this game, now 17-5, or 17-1, I apologize. Boys have five losses. Girls only that one, unfortunately, to that Massachusetts team or one of the out-of-state teams earlier in the season. But North Stars dominating victory here today, starting off slow but picking up the pace and getting the 17-5 victory. Thank you so much to everyone joining us here on the North Star Network. Thank you to our small crew for today, Alex Schneible, our producer here on the North Star Network. Of course, our camera operator and color commentator and prediction analyst, Jack Mannion, and I'm Joey Cox, your play-by-play commentator, saying so long from Michael J. Bragman Stadium. North Stars take down the Bees.